Hey, this is MattCam89. Welcome to the channel. Today we have a game pickups video. It's been a little bit since I've done one of these, so this may be a little bit longer than my usual videos, but that's okay. I got a lot of exciting stuff. This is from a mixture of eBay. I got a game from Whatnot, decided to try that out. I've been seeing a lot of other YouTubers promoting Whatnot, so decided to check that out. And the first game from this bundle is Call of Duty Black Ops. Doesn't need much of an introduction. This is a great Call of Duty game. In fact, most of the games in this bundle are going to be shooters, and they're all pretty good. But this is a staple. One of the best. Great campaign, great multiplayer. Fantastic zombies mode. I mean, just being able to play as Richard Nixon and John F. Kennedy and Fidel Castro, it's a fun, good time, especially if you got a few buddies that are willing to play this with you, and that is Call of Duty Black Ops. And also another great Call of Duty game is going to be its sequel, which is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Also a good game, good campaign, set a little more in the future. I think I enjoy more that Cold War time period, but this is still a great game, great multiplayer, same idea, campaign, and also does have zombies. Now, in my opinion, zombies is fun, but it ended up getting to the point where they kind of get too complex. I kind of missed that Black Ops World at War era where it was kind of more confined spaces. It just made it a little less confusing, but I'm sure people really enjoy obviously the new type of zombies where it's more mission based, and nothing wrong with that. Next game up is Battlefield 3. I actually still play this online. This still has a pretty good active community, as well as pretty much all the mainstream Call of Duty games. You can still play them online. PS3 is still free. You can still get on there, whether you have the digital or physical version. From what I understand, the physical copy of Battlefield 3 actually plays better than the digital. I'm not really sure why, but apparently there was a Digital Foundry video on that. But this is an awesome game, and you can still play this online. I actually played this recently, probably about a month ago, I'd say. And I'll probably play it again soon. I always enjoyed Battlefield 3. Great game. And also another great Battlefield game is Battlefield Bad Company 2 that I got in this bundle. And this is also a great game. Great destruction. This is probably that time period of Battlefield where there was greater destruction than even the Battlefields that you get today, which is kind of blows your mind considering this is lesser hardware, but yet it's doing more destruction wise. Obviously it doesn't look as good, doesn't have as many players, but I mean, Battlefield 3, Battlefield Bad Company, Battlefield Bad Company 2, like, you felt that destruction when you were in that battlefield, and the walls are falling down, and then all of a sudden that building is falling down with you in it. Great game, great campaign. Definitely would recommend this. From what I understand, I have not played this yet online recently, but from what I understand, watching another YouTuber, it still is active on the PlayStation Online community. Also, another great Call of Duty game. In many people's eyes, this is the greatest Call of Duty, and that is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I think campaign-wise, definitely did a great job. Obviously, multiplayer took it to a whole nother level. The original Modern Warfare did a great job, had a great campaign, but this it did everything better. The campaign was better. I remember the first time that I played through this, and I'm like, wow, this is something that it made you think that it could really happen. Even if it couldn't, it made you at least think that it is something that could happen. And the multiplayer was just better, faster pace, better weapons, better control, things of that nature. And it also does have the Spec Ops mode too, which is a lot of fun. The original Modern Warfare did have that as well too, but awesome game. Next up, people don't consider this one as good as Modern Warfare 2, but this is still a great Call of Duty, still a great campaign. I've actually played through this recently. I want to say in the last month or so I played through the campaign, and it was a lot of fun. And I also played through the Modern Warfare 2 campaign as well. Great campaigns, a lot of fun. Multiplayer is still fun. I really like my daughter. We play the survival mode quite a bit, and we enjoy that. And there's so much content, so many different scenarios in that nature for the survival mode. Awesome game. I'm gonna try to get gameplay footage of all of these games, but we'll see how long this video goes. If you guys don't mind longer videos, then I don't mind, but I don't want to just make the videos long if I don't have to. But I'll try to put some gameplay up of at least some of these games so that you can see them. I mean, there's only so many Call of Duties that I can put on here. You get the point. You know what it is. These are popular games. It's not like these are niche games. So you kind of know what to expect. The mainstream audience, anyways. Great game, fun multiplayer. Definitely would recommend it. And a lot of these games you can get fairly cheap too. PlayStation 3 games. Let me tell you, if there's a system that you want to collect for and not break the bank, PS3 is kind of where it's at right now. Another console would be the Xbox 360, and the original Xbox are still fairly decent price-wise. A lot of great games that you can pick up at good pricing. The next game up is a game that a lot of people do not enjoy, but I do. I liked it. I liked the campaign. I liked the multiplayer. I enjoyed the Aliens Annihilation mode, I think it was called. However, I already owned the PS4 by the time this came out, so that's the preferred method for me, or the Xbox One, to play this game, just because it looks a lot better. It plays good. I've played online. This particular version I played against the AI. It's still a good game. It's still a Call of Duty game. It's still fun. But I think if you can get it for the PlayStation 4, for the PS5, the Xbox Series X, Xbox One, that's the better way to play this game. And I'm going to say the same thing for the next game that I'm going to show you. Still a great game. If you can get it, get it. There's still a pretty good active community. Like I said, I was playing on PS3 online, and I was able to get it matches no problem. This game I have not played on the PS3, and it is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Again, I had it for the PlayStation 4 at the time, so that's how I played it. I'm assuming that it's going to have the same issues that Ghost had. Maybe a little bit more refined. Maybe worse. I don't know. You can let me know in the comment section below. I probably wouldn't have played this online by the time this video goes up, but I'm not opposed to checking it out. But I do own this for obviously the more advanced consoles, so that's the preferred way to play it. These days, is to play it on there. Still a Call of Duty game. I mean, I enjoyed it on the other consoles. Great campaign, great multiplayer, things of that nature. Surprisingly, I never tried the zombies mode in that one. I think the zombies mode was supposed to be a little bit different in that one. So getting away from all of the Call of Duty and Battlefield games, this is a game that I had played a little bit of. I have a little bit of knowledge of it. I know it's not like a fantastic game, but I don't think it's a terrible game. And it's definitely one of those games that will probably be featured on my channel because I'm a glutton for punishment. I am currently playing through the History Channel games, and for me they're fun. But you can catch that in another video. This is Call of Juarez, Bound. Let me see if I can read. Bound in Blood. I was trying to read it through my monitor, but I couldn't make it out. I've played a little bit of it. I never completed it because I want to say it wasn't the greatest of games, but it's definitely not the worst of games. This is a game that I'm probably gonna play through because I do like this Western time period. So I'll probably force myself to get through this, and I'll probably do maybe a live stream. This seems like more of a live stream, but I might do a full playthrough. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I ended up getting 2K Sports Major League Baseball, 2K10. Like I said in other videos, I'm not, unless it's the newest iteration of baseball games, I'm typically not looking to collect older sports titles. If they're part of bundles and things like that, great. I'll take them. I just, you know, I'm not the type of collector where I'm going for a full set. So I'm collecting mainly to play the games. Like, that's my goal, is to eventually play them. Might not have never happened, but who knows? Maybe I'll get to retire someday and play through a lot of these games, but who knows? Next game is a racing game. I do enjoy these type of arcade style race games, and that is Need for Speed Undercover. I have not actually ever played this game, but this is a game that I would check out. I would play this. And that is Need for Speed Undercover. The next game is a game that I have played, and it was an absolute chaotic game. I want to say at the time that this game came out, I don't think I really enjoyed it. It was too chaotic. The gunplay mechanics weren't that great. The aiming wasn't that great. The graphics were pretty subpar because they were really focused on these big battles, and I don't even know if you can still play it. There may be an unofficial server that you have to connect to play it, or I think Mystic Ryan in one of his videos was saying that they're at least working on it. So I don't know off the top of my head whether these servers are live, but I know officially you can't play this game. So this is MAG. It was known to have its massive player counts, up to 256 players. I mean, that was unheard of during this time period. And even PC players, I want to say Battlefield games at that time, maybe 100, 128. I don't even know if they were pushing 256. So for them to be able to push that on a PlayStation 3, that we know is a powerful system, but it's just people didn't know how to utilize that power correctly, was pretty impressive, you know. But obviously it did lack in a lot of other areas because of that. I mean, if I can figure out whether there's actual servers and it's not too hard to get back onto this, I actually don't mind doing a live stream if there's actually people playing this. I would definitely check this out, and that is MAG for the PS3. All right, and getting into the PlayStation 2 now. Got a couple of PlayStation 2 titles to show you as well. I ended up getting Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie. If you have never played this game and you're looking at this and you're like, ah, that's a movie game, I'm gonna stay far away from that. Let me tell you, this is a fantastic game. This is an awesome game. Do not let the movie tie-in fool you. This is worth it. Now, the preferred way to play this game is actually on the original Xbox, and I do own that copy. I did play a little bit of this one when I was testing out the PlayStation 3 that I got, and it seemed to play fine. Graphics wise, it didn't look nearly as good as the original Xbox version, or there's also an Xbox 360 version as well. That would probably be the preferred method. But I did remember watching a comparison video where they were really kind of praising the original Xbox even over the 360 at times. But that's how I originally experienced the game. Was 360 is one of the first games that I got for my 360, and it's a great game. From what I understand, no matter what version you play, PS2, Xbox 360, I think there's a PC, and there's also a Nintendo GameCube version They all have kind of their strengths and weaknesses. The PS2 probably going to be the weakest of all of them, graphics wise and also frame rate wise. So if you have other means to play it, definitely pick it up on one of those other consoles, and this one being your last resort. I am actually going to be doing a live stream of this game. I do enjoy it that much. I'm going to put a poll up to see which version you'd like me to play. So whether it be the PlayStation 2 version or the Xbox, because I own both. So funny enough, I do not own the 360 version anymore, but it's okay. The Xbox one plays great. So Gundam Crossfire. This was an earlier PlayStation 3 game. Did not get good reviews, but I'm a sucker for Gundam games, so you may be seeing more Gundam type games. And I like I said, I'm a glutton for punishment for these type of bad games, so I am definitely going to play this. Despite all the warnings not to, I'm definitely still going to play that. And sticking with that same theme, I just got this one in the mail today, and that is a PlayStation Gundam game. I'm gonna have to look at it because I don't remember. It's got a long title, but it is Gundam, and I'll have the description below too. That is Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Never Ending Tomorrow for the PlayStation 2. This is one of the few that I have not played, so I don't know how well this one is. I played a couple of the other ones that were a lot of fun, so I'm looking forward to checking this out on the PlayStation 2. Alright, the next game is an original Xbox title. This, believe it or not, is one of my favorite games, and some of that is nostalgia. You know, the whole point of playing games is to have fun. It's not always about flashy graphics and the biggest explosions, but it's really to have fun. And this is a game that I had a lot of fun with. I had buddies that would come over. We would play 4-player, all couch co-op. You know, order food, drinks, snacks. Just had a good time. And it was a great co-op game. You had to work together because some of these missions are pretty tough. And that is Conflict Desert Storm for the original Xbox. Now, this did also come out on the Nintendo GameCube and the PlayStation 2. I own it for the PlayStation 2. I can tell you it's a fun game, but it's not as good as the original Xbox. This is the definitive way to play it. It is also backwards compatible on the Xbox 360. So you can play this on a 360 as long as you have an internal hard drive that's official Xbox 360 branded. And that is a great system, believe it or not, to play a lot of these original Xbox titles, because it does a fantastic job of upscaling these games, and it plays them well, the original Xbox games. This is an awesome game. Such great memories. My brother and I used to play this a lot. 4 players, couch co-op. Like I said, the PS2 version is good, but it's only 2-player, and the frame rates are not good at all on the PlayStation 2 version, whereas it's buttery smooth on the Xbox version, even with 4 players and a lot of action. And there's going to be times where there's a lot going on, but this is a good time. There's also a sequel to this. Same thing, lots of fun. Even I played this game even by myself, and I still have fun. Can't tell you how many times I've played that first mission where you got to rescue your buddy. But this is an awesome game. I'm trying so hard to get a couch co-op night, and this is the one of the games, at least. You know, there's a few others like Halo and Star Wars Battlefront, but this is going to be one of them that we're going to be playing. So that is Conflict Desert Storm. Alright. I got 2 more, so this video will be ending soon. It's gone a little bit longer than my typical videos, but I really didn't want to split this up into 3 or 4 videos or something. So the next game is a PC game, and that is Lord of the Rings, Battle for Middle Earth 2. I'm sorry for all the glare. Try to get in an angle where there's no glare. This is a real-time strategy game based on the Lord of the Rings. It is an awesome strategy game. On eBay, you can still get this at a good price. This is one of those games that is not easy to get. You basically have to get it physical, unless you do some, pirating and things like that. But I like to have the physical. I do own the original one, so it's great to have the second one. I actually just completed watching all 3 movies. Believe it or not, I'm late to the party, but I had never watched the Lord of the Rings movies, and I'm so glad that I did, because those are some awesome movies. Like, I'm a pretty big Star Wars fan, but those Lord of the Rings movies, those are awesome. I'd say it's a better series than Star Wars, and probably just lost a couple of subscribers there, but I mean, that's my opinion. I'm a big Star Wars fan too, so. But this is a fantastic game. If you're looking for a real-time strategy game based on this lore, this fantasy setting, this is one of the great ones to get. Strongly recommend it. All right, this last game, and in my opinion, I saved the best for last. So if you've lasted this long, thank you very much. I ended up getting this through Whatnot. I've been looking for this game for a while now, and I didn't really want to pay the prices that people were asking for, but there is a lot of YouTubers right now that are promoting Whatnot. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not the type where I want to sit on my phone watching a live stream of people selling stuff. It's just not for me. But if that's for you, that's great. However, a lot of those people will have what's called a persistent store. So you go on their channel through their app, and you can actually go through a list and purchase what games you want. So I found one of those type of sellers, and I ended up finding a game that I had been looking for. Now, if you sign up through a lot of these YouTubers that are promoting it, you will typically get a $10 credit, or I've even seen some YouTubers, they give you a $15 credit. So that is a great way, even if you just like me and you may only use it one time because you use that credit. You can get a more expensive game at a pretty decent price. So this game typically goes for a little bit over $30. So I used my credit, which was $10. So I got this game for $20. It is a gem of a game. And that is Shadow of Rome for the PlayStation 2. This copy is pretty mint. It is complete in box. Comes with obviously the manual and the disc. Just gonna take out the packing slip. You want to talk about a fantastic game? Shadow of Rome. This is a game that I wish that Capcom would remaster, remake, because this is such a great game. Great campaign. It's got good combat. If you like ancient history, the Roman period, like, I love that time period. This is an awesome game. I don't know if I want to say it's underrated, but it's definitely not a game that is talked about a lot or mentioned a lot. And for a lot of people, I think it's still a hidden gem for them. So if you see this game, especially if you see it under $30, pick this up. This is a fantastic game. One of my all-time favorites for the PlayStation 2. Plays great, looks great. Nothing bad to say about this game. This is a fantastic game. But anyways, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for those that have stuck it out with me, that have been subscribed, that have recently subscribed. Thank you for all the likes, the comments. I always enjoy interacting with you all. If you are watching this and you have not yet subscribed or liked this video, please do both, especially a smaller channel like this. That does help out quite a bit. And as always, God bless.